Hello everybody, this is Ron, and today we're going to be taking a look at the best free wood subs in Puzzles & Dragons. There are some rules with all of these monsters. One is that they can only come from free dungeons. They cannot come from buying them with monster points, or pulling the rare egg machine. Also, these are not placed from best to worst, they are simply the top 10, so in some cases number 10 might be better than number 1. So with that out of the way, let's get started. At number 10, we have Pixel Flower Dragon Bracky. Pixel Bracky's got pretty decent stats overall. His active skill can also be pretty useful once it gets dropped to a lower amount of turns you have to wait, and he can also make a pretty good lead. His Awokens are pretty good. They're all around utility, with that cube being really nice for certain dungeons. At number 9, we have Relentless Destroyer Grand Tengu. Tengu's got massive hit points, pretty decent attack, no RCV to speak of, and an active skill that is questionably good. The main thing that makes him stand out though is his awesome Awoken skills. Having 4 skill boost is amazing on pretty much any team, as well as the jam resist, and he's one of the few free things that has a skill bind resist. At number 8, we have Colorful Queen, Hera Bjork. Hera Bjork has pretty good overall stats, a really useful active skill in certain dungeons as she has gravity and an enhance, as well as her Awokens lend her very well to a wood row based team. At number 7, we have Almighty Awoken Zeus Dios. Zeus Dios has, again, pretty good overall stats, nothing really lacking, an amazing active skill, which is the main draw of him, changing the whole board to wood. That's just great for push-button teams. He could be used as a leader, and his Awoken skills are pretty good too, with the double skill boost, the row, and the multi-boost coming in. At number 6, we have Crystal Wind Dragon Queen Lynthia. Lynthia, once again, has pretty good overall stats like most wood things do. Lynthia has a really good active skill for rainbow teams or teams that are using a poison lead, like herself. Her Awokens are also really good with the multi-boost, the skill bind resist, the 3 auto heals, and the fact that she can be super Awoken to get even better Awokens. At number 5, we have Green Hell Dragon Ragul. Ragul overall doesn't have the best stats for how difficult he is to get, as well as his active skill. Even though it is gravity and it's on a pretty low cooldown at the most, it's not the most useful. Also, his leader skill is lacking. The main thing that he's good for is his Awoken skills, because I mean, just look at them. You don't need anything else with skill bind resist, which is great. Coming in at number 4 is Flash Machine Emperor, Another Crusader. Another Crusader has amazing stats, as well as a great active skill on a low cooldown. He's very strong as a leader, but he can also make for a very strong sub as well. His Awokens are also great. They're a mix of utility and offense, which is perfect for him. At our number 3 spot, we have Awoken Machine Athena. Machine Athena has amazing stats with a massive stat total and a huge amount of attack. Her active skill is pretty useful for enhancing orbs, and it's on a low cooldown. And then finally, her Awokens are really good, having a lot of offensive Awokens as well as some utility Awokens like her skill boost and the fact that she can't be bound. She is just a great sub. At number 2, we have Nyarlathotep, the Faceless God. The Faceless God has great hit points, pretty good attack, and decent RCV. His active skill is really good, as it allows a very short cooldown for a delay, as well as a good conversion for a wood team. His Awoken skills are pretty strong as well, having a lot of offensive Awokens, and his Super Awokens add even more to that, where all of them are offensive skills. The Faceless God is really difficult to get, but is extremely good. Alright, before we get to number 1, I would like to talk about 5 honorable mentions that I've made for this that didn't quite make the list for one reason or another. So our first honorable mention is White Monkey Retainer Hanuman. Hanuman has pretty good stats, although that negative RCV can bite you in the butt. His active skill is really good for how low cooldown it can get to at only 2 turns, and his Awokens are also really good with the 4 wood rows and the 2 blind resist. However, he just didn't quite make the list because he doesn't really fit a whole lot of wood teams, so that's just why he didn't quite make it on there. Our next honorable mention is Iron Machine King Star Justice. Now, Star Justice has really good stats overall. He's got a good active skill, with his bind recovery being exceptionally good, and he has pretty good Awoken skills as well, with his not being bound. Once again, he just quite didn't edge out the other competition. However, I do think that he is very strong, and if there was a number 11 spot, he'd probably be on there. Our next honorable mention is Top Droid Dragon. Droid Dragon doesn't really have the most impressive stats. His active skill is really good though, with a 100% guard break, and his awoken skills are absolutely amazing for teams that just need, well, let's just say antivirus protection. Our fourth honorable mention goes to Reincarnated Ancient Dragon Knight Zeal. Zeal, like all the Dragon Knights, have pretty good overall stats, a useful active skill, and great offensive awokens, as well as now that they can be level broken and get their super awokens, they become even better. Overall, they are very strong as free things that are extremely easy to get and can scale up very well. The main problem is, once again, they just don't quite edge out any of the other competition. But still, good card nonetheless. And then our last honorable mention goes to Super Gunma. Now, I would be saying that Ultimate Gunma, whenever the heck he comes out in NA, would probably be on the list because Super Gunma is already really useful with a one-turn cooldown skill on their active and decent awokens. The only thing that really changes from it going from Super Gunma to Ultimate Gunma is the fact that they get more stats and he gets 5 auto heals. So he would definitely be on the top 10 best free subs list if we got him anytime soon. But as of right now, NA and EU doesn't have this guy, so that's why he's just not quite here, but it is a still very, very good card. And then, for our number 1 pick of the best free wood sub, it goes to Enlightening Goddess Reshawna. Now, Reshawna is an amazing leader, one of the best free leads in the entire game, and one of the best leads in the game currently, but she can also make an amazing sub with extremely high stats, an active skill that is wonderful for any team that needs to damage control or needs time extension for a turn. And her awokens are some of the best. On top of that, she is the only free monster in the entire game that can get a bonus attack or follow-up attack awoken skill, which is probably one of the best skills in the entire game. This is what puts her at number 1. So, this was my list of the best free wood subs in Puzzles & Dragons. What are your top 10 best free wood subs, and what would you put as honorable mentions? Would you put up similar things that I did, or switch it around entirely? And if you put Monster Point things into your top 10 countdown, then I'm pretty sure there would be 2 very special Monster Point dragons that would pretty much be fighting for number 1 and number 2 as the most useful sub. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys haven't already, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with any friends, family, anybody that you think might enjoy this kind of stuff. And as always, if you guys have been having a good day, keep on having a good day. If you guys have been having a bad day, well, I hope this video made your day just a little bit better. I'll see all of you guys next time. Till then, stay cool, and bye.